90.5.com.au. Scroll down the page and click on the general volunteering link to download a membership application. Become a voice of the community with a live 90.5.
HR Images is a team of professionally trained photographers with a passion for delivering a high-quality service. We believe photography is about telling.
Hi guys, we're still just waiting for the ads.
We offer a personalised
Okay,
well,
that's better.
Specialising in weddings.
Getting my iPad sorted out.
Visit hrimages.com.au. Mention this ad to receive a complimentary 12 by 18-inch enlargement. HR Images brings you a bundle of joyful memories for you to cherish for your next event. Station sponsor.
Okay.
Business owners and managers.
Okay.
Why pay a receptionist
Thank you, Miss Ellie.
for a fraction of the cost? Turnkey receptionist.
All right. What have we got here? We're sorting this computer out. 10 seconds, did you say? Huh? 20 seconds. Ooh, hurry up. Oh my gosh.
And go virtual with Turnkey Receptionist. Visit turnkeyreceptionist.com.au for 3 months fee-free with no lock-in contracts, or call 02-8069-9111 to learn more. Station sponsor.
Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, as well as iHeartRadio and Omni Studio. And how are you this evening, Ellie?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Pretty good. Is that all?
Yeah.
How was your day? What did you get up to? You worked, I go, oh, of course, yes. How silly of me. Well, that's what I did as well. So there you go. I think we're just workaholics somehow.
Yeah, I've been told that several times.
Yeah, well, that's the best way to be, Ellie, because it keeps you occupied.
Exactly. That's what I tell everybody.
Yeah.
It's like,
Whoops.
no, you need a life.
Well, you do have a life.
I know.
And it's called getting ahead. That's what it's all about, Ellie. 100% getting ahead. So let's go into the show. We want to say good evening to a few people here, and we've got my favorites, which are everybody. And of course, Jewel Polglaze, you have come in first place of Michelle Coburn. Oh dear, Michelle Coburn. She's normally first off the rank every week, but tonight she's coming in a fine second. But never mind, she's always here. Thank you. And I opened up my present tonight too, Michelle, and it's beautiful. Thank you. We've also got Aglofia Mays from Melbourne in Australia. Thanks for joining me. We've also got here Wendy Merce Martin, another lady that's been here with me forever and ever. Joanne Howard, the same. So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Everybody's just trying to come on now. So I haven't got any questions yet, but I'm an international psychic medium. I do relay direct messages from Spirit, and he guides me to choose the person on my Facebook page that I'm drawn to read. I don't use any tarot cards. I don't need to use any tarot cards or any tools, any psychic tools. I just use direct messages from Spirit. And that's how I've operated for 463 live shows, which is our 463rd live show tonight, 2-hour show. We always do 2 hours, Ellie and I. Ellie's been with me forever. Nearly, how long is it now? 3 years? Oops. You just moved my... Lift that up, Ellie, for a second. Push that over. That's it. Now I can get mine to come around a bit further. So, yeah, she's almost been with me for 3 years. And Michelle Coburn was in fine form on the weekend, came up on Sunday for the showground, the Hawkesbury showground event that they had for the Convoy for Kids to help raise money for the kids' cancer. And she came up from Wollongong, and she informed me that she has been on my show since February 3 years ago. So this February will be 3 years, so which is amazing. And Jewel Polglaze has been there a lot longer as well, like Michelle. And it's just a lovely little community that we have on this Facebook page. Trish Tapu, good evening. Joanne Howard's been here for a long time as well. Andrea Hayden, good evening. A lot of people on the show that come on here and support me, and I'm really grateful for that. And pretty much they're here every single week, which is beautiful. But we're live across the world, guys. I help people around the world, I should say. And my spirit is very, very strong, very matter of fact. So likes manners as well. And I feel like it's a tall pharaoh that stands behind me. When I was a little kid, I used to love all the ancient history and all the, the Cleopatras and all that kind of stuff in the school, like in the school history stuff that we used to do. It was pretty cool. What did you study, Ellie?
ancient history, modern history, legal
Ah.
studies, English, math.
Yeah.
Then there was a TAFE course on top of it. But
Oh, yeah, but who's counting? Because Ellie's just like this little genius in the background. She reads books. I reckon you read a book in half a day.
less.
There you go. Fair income. Oh, wow, that's cool. And then, so I did history at school, Ellie. I just did ancient history. We never had anything else. Or we had modern history, but I used to say to myself, well, if it's modern, then I'm in it. So I didn't have to do modern history. So
they made the modern history from like I think it was the 1930s up until the 1980s.
yeah,
They
right,
covered just,
okay.
like World War II, the Cold War. that sort of
Well,
thing.
there you go. And I like history. I like all that stuff. I really enjoyed it. But then I didn't do geography. That's why I'm terrible at maps. So I'm so bad at maps, I can't even find myself out of there. Find myself out of the street, up the street, let alone, and that's a bit of exaggeration, but up the street, let alone around anyway. I need to have my Navman on. And when they used to have the paper maps, like the ones that you used to fold and just sit on the side seat and then look at it and stop it and then look at it and stop it and then look at it again. Well, now they tell you what to do, and it's brilliant. I love it. And Waze is the best things because WAZE is the best map thing that I've used. Have you used it? Yeah, it's the best, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone tells you where the cops are. Oh, I shouldn't say that. And because it just kind of like you can see where all the cops are,
Google Maps does it now as well.
Oh, it does now. Oh, so they had to catch up. She's saying that Google Maps does it as well now as well. But you're a good girl, Early. So yeah, with the lead foot, right?
Always.
Bit like me.
And a light foot.
I'm a concrete foot. I don't know. I just know that where the cops are going to be sometimes. I can predict it. And I like it too. It's quite funny. But anyway, we'll get off that subject in case someone's listening and they're waiting for us outside, Ellie. So, but I want to say good evening to your Mama Bear too, because she said good evening to me, but I want to say it on air. So, hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Yes, beautiful. Mama Bear and Papa Bear. Very beautiful people. Right, let's go into the questions, guys. So send me the questions, please. I just want to say thanks to John as well. He was in the studio earlier. I had a quick chat with him, but he's got an amazing show just before us. It's called The Smorgasbord. So if you'd like to have something or listen to some random music and some really, really good, feedback about the bands and whatever else he plays and whatever else he does on there, join him just the hours before us, a few hours before us. Actually, I think he still does 2 hours, so he starts at 6 till 8. Yeah. So, but anyway, here we go. What have we got here, guys? We're still saying good evening. Everyone's having a conversation on my page, which is great. I love it. And it's a beautiful community on my page. So the main page is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Just want to say also good evening to Alan and Anne-Marie, a couple of my beautiful friends. Anne-Marie's been saying, we're going to get married next year. And she says, I think I'm going to have 20 bridesmaids because all the girlfriends are all best friends. We laugh. But I want to also say good evening to Tony, my MS friend as well, who is home watching probably right now. And let's keep going. We'll say good evening to some more people, but I hope some questions come through soon. The page is just ramping up. And if you've got a question, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So I just want to say too, guys, psychic and mediumship, the psychic part is past, present, and future, and the mediumship is the past loved one. So if you've got a question for your past loved one and you come on the show, on the page here, on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, then just post your question up. Do not tell me anything else. I don't want to know anything else. I just want a question. Do not give me numbers, names, or anything like that. I just need your questions, which is better for me because Spirit always doesn't like to have a heads up, and I don't like to have a heads up either. Just had to clean my lens on my computer because I could see it was a bit blurry. I just like to have the question, guys, and that's really important. And a lot of people come on to, and this is, I'll go back a step. I've done this for 463 live shows times 2 hours, so whatever that equals to. And I do this because I got tired of all the fakes out there, all the people that are ripping people off and using, you can and this is no offense to anybody, but this is my opinion. And they can grab a tarot card and they can just flick it out, and it can mean anything for anybody. It can just be generalized to anybody. And I don't do that. I make sure that my spirit gets the validations from the people that I've read before, and also the people that I'm currently reading, and the validations come through as I'm with spirit, which is really cool, and I love it. And the mediumship side is from your past loved ones. And I do the remote viewing. So the remote viewing, guys, is when you come out of the shower and the mirror is a little bit misty, and the mirror starts to fade away, and then all of a sudden you can see everything. And that's how I see the remote viewing. And even though Ellie sits in front of me, or the monitors, and we've got all the panel here and everything, all the software and the keyboards, whatever else we've got in front of us here, I don't get to see anything. Bless you. I don't get to see anything here at all. And when I'm in flight with spirit, and sometimes I don't remember exactly what I've said, and then people will say to me, like my dear NDIS client, she says to me one day, "Oh, remember when you said that about the shark?" I go, "No." She goes, "Well, there was a shark attack two days ago or something, whatever it was." I'm like, "Oh, right, okay." And just different things, I don't remember what I say with everything. So it's a little, because I'm in flight with spirit, and I believe that I cross over myself to the other side. I have that ability to do that, which is very, very nice, very good. I was given this gift about, donkeys years ago, and it's really, really nice that I can share this with people, because I believe that if I was given this gift by the creator, then I have to share it with people and pay it forward and pay it back and help people around the world. I do charge for my private readings because that's my private time, but anybody can come on this show here and post up their question and have their question read if spirit is drawn to me. And 90% of the time it is, but sometimes I don't get to see your question because the algorithm in Facebook will do something and I don't get to see it at all. And then later on after the show, I'll get a message or I'll get something saying, "Oh, you've missed me," or whatever. And I go, "Oh, okay, well, I didn't even see you." And some friends think that I'm ignoring them, but I don't ignore them. I just don't see the question, because I do this live across the world so I can help people for free. And if I wanted to ignore them, I wouldn't be doing this free. So pretty much we worked out last night, I've done probably around 27 to 30,000 readings, free readings over the 463 live shows times 2 hours. So that's really, really nice. I'm very proud of what I do, and I'm very happy that I can help people around the world. And I have helped a lot of people, which is really nice. Validations are important to any psychic medium, guys. So if you've got a validation that you want to share, type in capitals validation and put the information underneath all in one go, not split it and not answer me when I'm in flight with spirit. And then Ellie will get it and we can read it on air as we're live. And I write everything down in the book in my little notepad here, because when I used to lecture anatomy and physiology, I used to think, I can only think with a pen in my hand. So if I write something, it's just like more thinking for me. It's quite weird, but that's how it works for me. And for some reason, I wrote the 28th of October, 1928. Like, how does that work? What's the number 28? Okay, 2 and 8 is 10 in the month of October. Well, there you go. We're in October. I'm not sure what that means, but I'll find out later. So everyone's still saying good evening. I'm going back to see if anyone's got any questions so I can start the show with the questions. All right. So all you got to do, guys, is just post up a question on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Don't give me numbers, names. Don't give me anything of what's happened. A spirit will draw me to you. And I don't even, this is what I get to see. I'm just going to show the Facebook people. That's all I get to see. I don't get to see your face on this platform here as well. I just get to see your name and your question. That's all I want as well. Let's keep going. Hope you are good. Jill Polglaze. Oh, she's talking to somebody else. Okay. Sharon Jordan sending love and light to everybody. Thank you. Okay, so tell me where you're from, as guys, suburb, state, country, county. I always love to know who I'm helping around the world. And I'm still trying to find a question because everybody is such a beautiful community there. They're all having a conversation. So I just found one here. Tracy Gibson, let's start with you, lovey, because you're always on my show. You're always here supporting me. and you're the first person that I've seen so far in the feed here that's got a question. So she says, I'd love a general reading if you are drawn, please. Lovely Lesley. Thank you. Tracy. And she spells her name Tracy. Double I. Tracii. Okay, let's do this. So I do get the number 10 around you, October, also 1 and January. So I do feel like this month has been a test of time for you as well. I get the anxiety around you, Tracy, and also going forward, I do feel like that things are going to shift gears really, really quickly after like January into February next year. So hold the fort. That's what I'm hearing. Lots of good stuff coming up on March next year, and they're also giving me a really, really sore big toe on my right side. Do you have bunions, or does an elderly lady or someone around you have bunions on the right side of her foot? I know that sounds very general, but I'm just getting pain there. It's right on the edge of the toe. I've just heard bunions, and I was saying to my work colleague today that when I did AFL and I looked after players, I was a sports trainer, a senior sports trainer, as well as a senior massage therapist for the Giants AFL team, Brisbane Lions. I did Parramatta Eels as well. And when I did them, mainly in the AFL, most of the players had, like their nails would be black from where another player from the opposite team would jump and then land on their foot, and it would always be painful for them. But it's just reminded me of that. And like people get bunions because their feet are locked in these shoes all the time. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the bunions, like the pain of the squashed toes. And it's really, so I got the pain again. So whatever's going on with this foot, I hope you've had it looked at, or if that's not you, it's going to be either Jill Polglaze, Wendy Moose-Munt, somewhere around there, Andrea Hayden, somewhere around there, Joanne Howard, because it keeps giving me a dull ache. I don't know what's going on there, but if it's not you, it's got to be somewhere around there. But I'm also very dry in the mouth, and I feel like this is like dehydration, cracked lips here. So from here, it's normally be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the side when you have cracked lips. So that's what you're deficient in. So the B6s or the B vitamins, get them into you, lovey, because that's what are going to give you some more energy. You know that ad on TV, they used to have the BB bounce. So Ellie's nodding her head because she remembers, don't you, Ellie? And I also get the number 11 around you as well. So 11, November, very, very busy. And I'm talking busy bee, I'm hearing. Money's flowing in as well, lovey, so don't worry about that, because I see the pennies going out. I see the pennies as like really, really big coins, and they're going out and they're going to be coming in. And this is going to be at the end of November end, okay? So look forward to that. Not a lot of money, but when I see the dollar signs fly like the ad Red Bull with wings. The Red Bull has got the wings and it flies. Well, this is like this. It's just flying along and it's up and down, and it's like this dollar sign just trickling past me in the air. It's like the Harry Potter's in front of me, just got his magic wand and just hovering it above me. So that's what I see with the dollar signs for you. But I'll leave it there. And if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air on Facebook. Also, if I've missed your question, please post it again. Sometimes the algorithm doesn't allow me to see it straight away. And if you do a couple of repetitions, it will allow me to see it sometimes. I've been doing this for 463 live shows, and I can honestly tell you that I still can't work out this algorithm, and I'm pretty switched on most of the time. I'm not IT, but I'm switched on with this Facebook stuff, but sometimes it still catches me. Paul Reynolds, good evening. This is so frustrating for me tonight. What's frustrating for you?
Oh, that's Glennis Lacey.
Oh, what do you mean, Glennis Lacey?
That's Glennis. So her Facebook account got hacked.
Oh no.
So she's on a different one.
Oh right. Oh no. Glennis, I'm thinking, what's frustrating? Okay. Fair enough. Right. Post up your question, guys. Let's keep going. I wanted to ask you on chat about someone I met. I know her for years, but we only started dating. Are you able to share your opinions? It's Paul Rife. Paul Strife, sorry. Oh, gosh, what am I talking about? Rife. I could only just see that. Why did I say Rife? What does that mean? Spirit? I'm clearly getting blinder. But anyway, Paul, what do we got for you? I get the number 9 around you in September also. I'm also getting 14. 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May. And you're asking questions, a love relationship question. I do feel like this is very refreshing for you. And when you know someone, it feels even more comforting to get on with the relationship. I do feel like that this can go further. It's purely the ball is in your court there, Paul. So behave yourself, do the proper thing. And, we're not getting any younger, guys. So if we're switching and chopping and changing with relationships all the time and, things like that, and we're hurting people and we're getting hurt and et cetera, you know the drill. It's time for change for you as well, lovey. So look forward to it. And I mean, I see the smiles on your face, and I feel like this is going to come to fruition in a couple more months' time. I feel like it's too early yet. So 2 months' time. And this is just after Christmas. Are you, because you say, I met her, you're saying someone I met, know her for years, but we only started dating. Well, it's meant to be, isn't it? Like the path, the Spirit has put the path there in front of you to take that temptation, to take it on, and that's what happens with Spirit all the time, is that there's temptations all the time. And then it's just a matter of people being strong enough not to take that temptation to go past beyond the naughty mark. You know what I mean? So, but be polite, be gentle. This lady's got her hand on her heart, and it's time for her to become, looked after as well. It's time for her to have this beautiful relationship as well. So it's like 2 peas in a pod connecting together. That's what I see here. But keep us posted. I was saying last night I did Psychic TV quite a long time ago, and I'm still on it, but I haven't been as regular lately because I've been way too busy. And I said to Spirit, I said, whatever you do, don't give me, I was on the phones that night, whatever you do, don't give me any relationships. I don't feel like doing relationships. And what happens, he gives me about 5 in a row, and I went, oh, great. Yeah, like I really did not want that, but I don't mind doing that. It's like me trying to do pets as well, because I don't like to see animals suffer or passed over, so I try and avoid the pets as well. But Karen Wern, Leslie, she says, hi Leslie, Spirit, Ellie, and everyone. I'm in Foster now. Is there any messages for me tonight, please? Karen Wern. Yes, I feel like this was they're saying made in heaven. Why would they say made in heaven? I don't understand that, but I have to say what I get. And I also feel like the number 11 around you is significant. 11 in November, 2 or February. Definitely the November. Birthdays, anniversaries, memorials here. They're saying to me special occasion highlighted or highlighting something. What's been highlighted here, or what's going on? I'm also getting pain in my lower back. And this I feel like is around the left side of the SIJ, sacroiliac joint, it's called. And it's where the hips and the lower thoracic connect. That's in basic format for people, because I'm not going to do a lecture here. But I also feel like the number 9 for you is significant as well. So September was the time of your life. I feel like that was part of you establishing which way to go forward. Okay, so moving forward and moving onwards. And it's time for this as well, because a lot of people sit in automatic mode. We need to get you out of automatic mode. When you're sitting in complacent automatic mode, guys, that's when everything can take off. And it's like, when you go outside, you see the grass and it's growing and it starts to grow, and you don't realize, because you're in automatic mode, you don't realize, and it starts to get longer and longer and longer. Then it takes off, and then it's a big weed, like it's a big tall plant. You can't cut it. It's harder to cut. So you need to make sure that you get all the ducks in a row here at the moment, Karen, because I do feel like that this is all part right now, right up until Christmas. You've got plenty of time to start focusing on your future and getting everything organized for yourself. And planning. I can't stress this planning enough, because you're going to be really busy, and this is after Christmas as well. A lot of people are going to be flat chat. I just feel like that. I'm also getting pain in the top part of my right part of my hip. And this is from the other side. So I feel like there's either sciatic pain and it's switching sides, or something's not right with the hips, because I feel like that's been, the hips are rotated forward, I feel. So this is putting pressure on the back, and I'll leave that there. Sports physios are the best. So sports physios always know what they're doing, but I've got to get rid of this pain. I don't know what's going on here. Get rid of that pain. So definitely right side. You know where you've got the top part of your hip? If you put your hands on your hip and you put it on the bone part of your hip, just in there. I don't know if it's appendix for you there or it's just muscular or something. I don't know, but it's very painful for me. And it's not me because I didn't walk in with it. And I know it's someone else on here. If that's not you, it's going to be around Xavier or Davina, somewhere around there. Lindelfal, I'm not sure. But if that's not you, it's going to be around there somewhere. But I'll leave that there. Thank you. Anyway, we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Boom, boom.
Dive into the latest news with Oz.
Any validations there, Ellie?
Your premier destination for the latest events.
Oh, that was my back crack. I hope that was I hope that was Karen's back cracking, not mine.
Informed, inspired, and connected. Download the app or tune in to our platforms today. Oz Arab Media, bridging cultures, connecting communities.
Adriano Belluccio Funeral Services is an Australian-owned and operated funeral home providing dedicated, dignified, versatile and professional funeral services, assisting community members in their time of grief and loss, regardless of ethnicity and religion. Our commitment and compassion is dedicated to setting the highest standard in funeral professionalism and supporting families through what is the most difficult time of their lives.
Oh, this is the best tea, I swear to God. Not supposed to be drinking caffeine, but that tea, French Earl Grey, is the best tea ever.
Hear what's coming through your speakers. But have you thought about how you can be here?
I love it.
When a mate
I don't drink it all the time now because I'm pretty much off caffeine, but when I'm really, really tired after my massive weekend, I do a top up with the caffeine and just get me through the show. Then I go home and sleep like a log.
Change your life. Learn more at areyook.org.au.
Welcome to Sunplus, where finance is made easy for you. We're a team of local experts dedicated and passionate about helping homeowners, aspiring investors, and first home buyers.
I can't put that on yet, it's too loud.
With vast experience and a commitment to service, we ensure a stress-free process so you don't feel nervous. Don't delay your financial decisions and visit our website, sunplus.com.au today. Sunplus is here to assist in every way. Your journey to financial clarity starts with Sunplus. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, Alive 90.5 FM radio station Facebook page, and Omni Studio, iHeartRadio. How many more? There's like 8 platforms that we're live across at the moment. So, and Ellie here, my producer, she does an amazing job, don't you, Ellie? Trying to get everybody to come over to the main page. And then once she got kicked off Facebook, didn't you?
That was fun.
So that was fun, poor thing. So she's kind of a bit cautious now, aren't she? Oh, dear. Anyway, well, yes, she's going to say something. Yeah.
Validation.
Okay, so she's got some validations, she's saying. I thought you were going to answer what I was just saying then, but over to you, Miss Ellie.
So I've got 2 validations. The first one's from Tracy Gibson. She said, my birthday is in January and I'll look forward to that extra bit of money coming in. I am very dehydrated and my lips are extremely cracked.
There you go.
So I will try taking the B vitamins. I don't have any toe pains or bunions, so that message could be for someone else. Thank you so much, Leslie.
I wonder who it is because it's gone now, but it's good.
Then Karen Wern said, my 65th birthday is in November, going to Thailand.
There you go. That's what I was saying, November.
Started my plan to sell my unit in the Whit Sundays last September. Wasn't a real best thing that happened. I do feel like I am in heaven near my family. Great new job.
Made in heaven.
Place to live.
Wow.
Nice place to live. Yes, I do have plans, but pain is not me. Thank you so much.
Right. Well, I want to find that pain. It was gone now, which is good. So it's got to be someone here. It's very specific to my toe. Okay. Right, we've done that question. So I'm just going forward now. If you've got a question, just post it up. Just the question alone. Don't post up anything else. I don't want any numbers or birthdays or anniversaries or past loved ones. I just want your question, guys. I don't want to have anything that I get a heads up for. I don't like to do that. I like to make it very organic, very spiritual, and I want to keep my spirit guide on his toes, so to speak. Poor fella. Okay. Amanda Cruz, she says, I'd love guidance today, please. I am emotional about someone and it's a lot to handle. Okay. Okay, Amanda Cruz. I feel like I'm choked up in the chest here as well. And the anxiety is very high. And I also feel like, this sorrow and I feel like this is more of a sorrow for yourself. It's like a sharp pain to the heart, and it hurts like hell. That's what I'm hearing. You're hurting like hell. And I'm trying not to go by what you just said, but I'm feeling it in the heart here, in the soul. And I feel like the soul's been, it's like, when they say you get a broken heart, that's what I feel like it here. And as much as people think that broken hearts don't hurt, they hurt like hell. And some people have passed away from if they have like two elderly grandparents or something like that, and they've been with each other like mine were for 60 something years, then then like my grandmother passed away, and my grandfather didn't. My grandfather passed away a couple of years after. He couldn't get by. He was just torn. So, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the broken heart around you. Bless you, Ellie. I'm also getting number 12 around you as well in December. And I do feel like that by December, we've got another month. We're nearly at the end of October. By December, things will start to settle down for you, because I feel like everything's up in the air and everything's on your shoulders. It hasn't been a pleasant time over September and into this month, clearly. But I want to say February, March next year, just like completely different track, completely different path. It's like you've gone from left the sorrow path with the brick wall, you've jumped the brick wall, and now you're on the right path going forward, Lovey. And I do see that very strongly. I don't think this is a time for rushing into anything else. I don't like the fact that there's some temptations coming up, but you're clearly going to push past that yourself. Okay, so look out for the temptations. Have you had issues with your throat, or something not right with your throat, or swallowing, or who's that person around you? Because I feel like this might be this is definitely a female around you. And also I'm getting headache on the left-hand side of my head, left side of head. Yeah, this has been brewing for some time. They're showing me like when you have the pot and the someone's got like the spoon in there brewing the spoon, and I'm also getting pain on my right side here. So I feel like all the sinuses on the right side of it are also fired up, and like I've got all this pain, right side sinuses, and on the left hand side of my head as well. Just like it's like someone slapped me in the head or hit me like flat-handed on the head. Right sinus. Definitely, this is time for you. This is time to settle down. This is time to pull yourself back from everything and everyone, because you need to replenish the soul. There's no point jumping ahead, doing things that don't feel right to you, and you understand what I mean by that. I'm also getting number 16, 7, and July, and I do feel like that July was when you found out something, or this part of this thing had started, or something was going on. Something wasn't right in July. August, September, mystical. It's like you're in another land. It's like it's all part of you can't even remember what happened. It was that quick. You know what I mean? So August was a mist. Wow. Okay, August misty. That's what I'm writing here. September, similar, but then coming into October, it's like reality's hit. It's time for change for you, though, Lovey, and it's coming around. It's going to be around as quick as you can blink. So hold the fort. Just hold the fort. And I'd like to see you get your feet on the ground with some, like with the grass or the sand or the ocean. Just get your feet on the ground and get earth, so that you can feel a lot better in your soul, because your soul's needing that. It's like you're needing replenishment, or not even encouragement, but replenishment from Mother Earth. That's what I'm hearing, and I'll leave that there. But keep going, Lovey. Don't stop in the middle. That's what I'm hearing. Even though you're going through hell, don't stop in the middle. And there's a lot of people on this page here that will give you the support that you need. So whenever you're feeling down, guys, you jump on this page. My followers here have been with me here for a long time. They just about wrap their wings around everybody that needs nourishing support. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validations there, Miss Ellie?
Yes. So there was one from Kylie Patterson. She said, from my reading last week and before last, you asked if my great-grandfather was a truck driver.
Yeah.
On my dad's side, I found out that he was.
Oh, wow. There you go. That's cool.
You also mentioned dry mouth, etc. And I've been on medication that has been drying everything
Oh,
out.
wow.
Eyes, nose, mouth, everything.
Wow.
Thanks so much.
Wow. Yes, your truck driver grandfather. She didn't know that last week. I remember that one because she said she was going to find out. That's cool. So if you've got a question, then repost it again. I can see some people have posted up a couple of times. Let me go back here. Right, I'm just trying to catch up as well because I'm a bit far behind, I think, Ellie. She goes like this, like a little bit, but I know what Ellie's like. She's trying to be nice. Where are we up to here now? So Kylie Patterson, we read that one, didn't we?
Yep.
Yes, that's one we just did. Okay. Okay. What else have we got here? Sheila Smith. Hi, beautiful Lesley and Ellie in spirit. Sheila here from Alabama. Lesley, if I'm drawn to you, I would like to know. Thank you. Sheila. Sheila Smith from Alabama. I've been to Alabama. I went there and I saw the Davidson Space Center there. It is absolutely brilliant and it's absolutely massive. Well, it was close to there. I'm pretty sure it was called Alabama. But, oh, wow. For some reason, they're just showing me lots of land around you or lots of, like this compared to our streets here, they're showing me my street or our streets here when we can only fit like 2 or 3 cars down the street, whereas yours are very wide, but it looks like you've got a property, like a little house on the prairie going up to up like a grass field. You know what I mean? Like the driveway goes up and the grass field and there's a house on the right up on towards the right hand side of the driveway. That's what I'm seeing. So what does that mean to you? It's like I just see lots of grass, like lots of fields or grass or something like that. That's what it looks like to me. But I'm also getting number 19 around you, 10 in the month of October. So this month, very, very in your face kind of month, and it's birthdays, anniversaries, memorials coming up as well. And I feel like this is going to be running right through to November and busy time for you as well. And I'm not saying this just because of Christmas, but I'm just saying this because it's going to be very busy during November. So hold the fort for yourself as well. Now, right ovary. What have you had PCOS or, and you don't have to say here, you can say later, PCOS or endometriosis or anything like that, because I feel like something wasn't right with the ovaries or the plumbing, the female plumbing area, I call it. I'm just writing this down. So I'm just getting like my ovaries is like getting a flick, and then when I get the flick in my in different organs of my body, I know that spirit's trying to tell me to say it. So that's how he works with me. But I know it's not me. I definitely did not have this pain when I started, but I'm getting it again. And I feel like there's something not right around there, maybe bladder infection as well. Or is this definitely a female? Is this an elderly lady around you? Bladder infection. I'm also getting the anxiety from you as well. And this has been for some time. So they're showing me number 14 around you as well, 5 in the month of May as well. So we had another lady before with the 14, 5 or May. Big things coming up for you though, Sheila. And I do feel like that you don't feel right now that it is, but definitely opportunities coming up in the 2025. So look forward to it. And I feel like this is going to be June/July. So have you had like, and I know there was a cyclone, but did you get something with a cyclone or someone that you know had issues with the cyclone or twister or what are they called, hurricane or something? I know they had something over there a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know if this was your area. I have no clue what area it was, but I just see whirly wind around you. It's like, like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. That's what I'm hearing. Like Texas or something. What's that? Dorothy, Wizard of Oz. I don't know what I'm saying this, but I just say what I get. And I just saw Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, and when she's got that big twister and then they get all, like they go on the yellow brick road. That's what I'm hearing for you. But I'll leave it there. It's quite a weird analogy that Spirit's given me for this one. But keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I feel like this is going to be nice for you next year, more so than this year. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. And smile more. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Not many people are smiling around you, but when you start, they're going to start as well. And then the energy will flow. I'll leave that there, Lovey. Thank you. Okie dokie. Where are we up to? Any other validations there, Miss Ellie? Not yet. All right. Okay. Xavier Chavez. Hi, I got kicked out recently and have been struggling mentally and physically, having a lot of stress on me. I was just wondering if there's anyone watching over me spiritually. 100%. Thank you. Oh, Xavier. Now, why did you get kicked out? What did you do? Sometimes it's sometimes I don't want to be in your face to say this, but sometimes we need this kick up the butt sometimes just to get ourselves together. And this is I know it doesn't seem like it's a good thing right now, but later on it will make you realize what you have and what worth you are, okay? Because I know that you're feeling very down right now and things are going south, but look forward to good times coming up, Xavier. And I know that this is not the right time to say it. You're not going to believe me because you're in the downs, you're in the doom and glooms at the moment. But I'm telling you, February, March for yourself as well, things are going to be shining, okay? So it's up to you whether you push this forward. And from this lesson, what did you learn? You've got to ask yourself, what did you learn from the lessons learned? Like it's easy for people to throw someone out and they're learning lessons as well. But if you haven't learned the lesson, that's on you. If the other people have done this and they can't tolerate anymore, or whatever the case may be, I don't know enough yet. I've only started 1 minute ago, but lessons learned. That's what I'm hearing here. And if it's anything other than, you doing the right thing, then you need to step up, buddy, because this needs all to change. And that's the lessons learned here. So it's a 555 change, January definitely changing. And I don't want to see you focusing on all the negative stuff. Things were meant to be, and that's why it's meant to be right now. So if it wasn't meant to be, then you wouldn't have been kicked out. So look at it from that perspective and look at the benefits of learning from this here and moving forward. It feels like hell is like the fire is underneath your feet right now from hell, but I feel like this is definitely going to turn around. But it's purely the ball is in your court, and these lessons need to be learnt, Lovey. Okay, and I'm also getting 11 around you. I definitely feel like 11 November is 11 to or February, and definitely November is definitely going to shift gears. You've got to get out of automatic mode. It's like you just sit there and just dwell on things and in la la land or fairyland, but it's time for change. It's definitely 1000% time for change. I cannot stress that enough for you. It's like you need to go from here and flip over your life because the ball is in your court. Nobody can force you to do this. Nobody can make you happy. And this is where people go wrong in their life. They expect and they feel that people are there just to make them happy or support them or whatever. Everyone has arms and legs. They need to do this for themselves. They need to actually get ahead themselves. And this is the lessons that you're learning right now. And it's not easy. It's the hard way. And my heart goes out to you, Lovey. But it's time for change for you. And it's whether you decide, whatever you decide, it's like you need to sit down and focus on what you need to do to get ahead. And whether it is, going back to the place and apologizing or sorting it out or making some form of, mini subcontract with them or whatever it is, just so that you can get ahead and explain to them, it was bad times. But I feel like this was only just recently. You just said here, I got kicked out recently, but last week was a full moon. So this is all about the full moon. That's what I'm hearing. I just saw the moon shine up at me. But definitely, we need to learn about the moon, guys, because the moon causes a lot of trouble. As much as I don't like saying that, it sounds crazy. I don't have one eye in the middle of my head, but we need to zip it up. We need to zip up our mouth. We need to behave ourselves, and we need to realize that everyone doesn't see the same thing that we see. So if someone's in an argument about something and you can't see the principles behind them and they can't see the principles behind you, and you're bashing horns together, it never works. And that's what I feel like's happened here at the moment. It's just wasn't working because the timing of everything was just out. Okay, and if you're not helping yourselves, and if you're not getting ahead yourself and doing stuff and kicking yourself up the butt to get out and get a job or get out and learn something or get out and study and go to uni or whatever, then that's not on other people. That is on yourself. And I do feel like you have the brains, Xavier, to actually do this for yourself. Okay, so you have the brains, you just don't know where to start. That's the problem here. And half the time I see a lot of people, especially the younger people, you know, the teenagers and things like that, and they always look mature to the parent in the physical form, but then their brains don't catch up to their body until they're like 23, 24 years of age. So they always have this conflict with their parents because the parents think that they should be thinking older, but they don't. They don't think older because they're not older. Their brain is a little bit far behind the body. So, and it's when we used to teach that, it used to be make sense to a lot of our students because they used to go, oh yeah, well that makes sense now, you know. But going forward, I don't see you staying like this forever because you don't like the hard times. You like to have things with luxury. You like to have things with, and you've got good ideas. You just need to put them to fruition. Stop sitting on the fence, get your act together, you know, and I want to see how you go in the next few weeks because I'm just seeing here 2 to 4 weeks, things are going to shift gears. So look forward to it. And like I said, it might seem like doom and gloom now. And it's, you know, really hard to do this and to get through it, but it's your path. And then the Spirit's put this in your path to make things as difficult as possible so that you don't like this life, so that you change your life. And once you start looking at the spiritual side of it, it's definitely going to shift gears for you. And that's purely up to you, Lovey. And I'd love to hear from you in a couple of weeks' time to tell us how well you're going because I'm looking forward to it and I'm excited for you. So I'll leave that there. Thank you. But over to you there, Miss Ellie.
I'm loving all the validation.
Oh, you're loving. Oh, wow. Go figure.
So there's one from Amanda Cruz. She said, "You're right. It hurts like hell. My throat is tight all day from the pain of trying not to cry. I have a cold right now, so the sinuses are blocked. In June, July, I realized my mother doesn't love me. That's a hard truth to swallow. And my son's dad just visited us with his new girlfriend."
Sorry, who was that, Ellie? I missed it.
Cruz.
Amanda Cruz. I'm looking for her. I can't find her here. Oh, here we go here. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, thank you. That's beautiful. So she said, "You are right. It hurts like hell, 100%." And when you have pain, when you're on a path, guys, and you know, I see this all the time. I don't say a lot of this stuff because I like to lift up my shows during my live shows, and I see a lot of this stuff, the doom and gloom. And when you're a medium, it's always doom and gloom. Pretty much, someone's always passed over, and everyone's always upset. And you know, you've got to lift this game up and the path that we're on is meant to be, because if you wasn't meant to be, you wouldn't be on the path. And Spirit always will put things and make things as hard as possible until you work it out and you go, wow, enough is enough. I've finally clicked that I can't do this anymore. I'm changing direction. And once you make that decision, it's the best thing that you've done. You know, you can change, everyone can flip their life around. It doesn't take, you know, too much effort to do that. It's just purely up to you and how much you can tolerate when you are in the doom and gloom, you know, phase. But everyone goes through it. Everyone, you know, it doesn't last forever. Back over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So Sheila Smith said, "Thank you, Leslie. I did have problems with my ovaries. Had to have surgery for endometriosis.
Oh, there you go. I said that.
Also, I had a bladder infection. Early part of summer.
There you go. I said the bladder infection and I said the endo here. I wasn't sure if it was PCOS or endo, but I saw, yeah, definitely irritation in the stomach. I feel like there's still more inflammation in there. I just saw all, like, if the Spirit just flashed the whole female plumbing area to me like red raw. It's like really, really inflamed. That's what I just saw there. So yeah, look at look at I take aloe. I grow aloe vera plant, and I can honestly swear to God I'm allergic to plants, but I can have an aloe vera plant and I get all the gel out of the aloe vera, put it into filtered water, and just drink it straight. And it's just absolutely so good for your internals. It's amazing for you. But back over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Then she said, I also do live on an acre of land. Looks like a little house in the country.
Wow.
And I hope there will be a bigger change and better for me next year. Thank you so much, Lesley. Love you so much, my friend. And thank you.
No, that's
validation.
You finally got a validation, Ellie. Well done, Sheila. I love it. Yeah, Ellie's been acknowledged. Well done. Yes, Little House on the Prairie. That's what they kept showing me. All the land. It was beautiful too. And it's like from the distance, like you can stand up on the hill and just see all the beautiful land. I love it. So pretty. It reminded me when I went to Alabama myself. And that's what Spirit will do. It'll show me different themes that are similar to what I experienced in my life. And as soon as the Spirit shows me that, I know that it's relating to the person that I'm reading for, which is really cool. I love it. So I'm just trying to go back here. I saw something here. Natalie Monroe. Yes, I'll come back to you. Just let me write your name down. I just saw something else here. Someone's kind of challenging me here, and I want to just put it to rest. I don't feel like that people. Okay, Richard Bergeron, validation. Are gifted people nervous about reading me? Well, why do you say that? I don't think so. I just saw this question and I was flying through it. You're only new to my show, so perhaps you should watch this show a little bit longer, and then you'll work out what's going on here. Because I think I saw something earlier. I'm just going back in my feed here, if I can find it. Eccentric Witch. I thought that might have been enjoy your break. Yes, thank you. I thought that might have been you. I don't know why. I just saw that, and then I saw Richard as well somewhere. I don't know where. I'm going back up and down through the feed here, but it's very difficult to find. Where are we? But yeah, watch the show a little bit more, Richard. You'll understand what's going on here. But I don't get nervous reading anybody. I've done 30,000 readings, free mini readings. I don't get nervous reading anybody. If my spirit's drawn to you, Lovey, then I will read for you. So, but ask a question. You're asking, are gifted people nervous about reading me? And I'm saying no. Depends on. Am I the only one that you've said that to? Have you asked many other people? I just need to clear that up. I'm not nervous about reading anyone. I spoke to bikies on the weekend, a whole group of them, and I wasn't afraid of them, so I can't be afraid of you, buddy. Who else have we got here? Let's keep going. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We've done Amanda Cruz's validation. Any more validations before I start again, Ellie?
No.
Okay, I just saw Sheila. Go, Sheila. I love that validation, Sheila. Thank you. Simonetta, good evening. Thank you. Very sweet of you. Bless. Oh, someone's talking to her. Okay. Okay, we've got a question here now. So Natalie Monroe, that's better. Good morning from Alabama. Long-time listener. Thank you. Thank you, Three, for being here for us. Anything for me today? Anything new regarding my husband and I finding a surrogate? Thank you, and Spirit. Oh, that's a good question. Wow, I do get the anxiety around you though, and I feel like this has been going on for a long time. Every time I start with a reading lately, it's like everyone's got anxiety. Can people please top up their minerals? Your minerals are essential minerals. Like you'll find a lot of beautiful minerals and natural minerals in Celtic salt. You have half a teaspoon before you go to bed, like I do. I've been doing this for like 20 years. Before you go to bed in hot water and let it cool down to the temperature that you like and just drink it. It's so good for you. It doesn't raise your blood pressure. It brings blood pressure to normal. Do your research, guys, and then see a functional medicine doctor as well. It's just amazing for you. But I'm seeing doctors around you, and I'm seeing injections as well. Have you tried to fall pregnant yourself but had to have IVF or IVF injections? I just see doctors everywhere And I see hospital doctors, injections, and like into the leg, you know what I mean? Like into the leg or into the butt. Leg/butt. I don't know what that is or what that means. But if it's not IVF, I don't know what's going on there, because I'm putting like 2 and 2 together. It's kind of like you've given me an indication about I shouldn't. I know that's why I don't like getting heads up. But you shouldn't give me a heads up, because I don't want to know if you're trying to fall pregnant or whatever. I just want the question. So, but I do feel like there's been injections in the leg or something like that. Doctors, different things with doctors around you, different testing or something like that. Something hasn't been right with the body. I feel like this is a hormonal thing. They're showing me bloodstream as well. Bloodstream has been cloudy, and I don't know what's not right with the bloodstream here. But I'm just going to write this down. Cloudy. What did I say? Hormonal. It's like the hormones are back to front. That's what I'm getting. And I know this sounds crazy. I'm not a doctor, but I just saw the word hormone just completely flip over. That's what I saw. It's like upside down, inside out. It's like it's not in the right direction. So functional medicine doctor, someone that knows about all this stuff, can help you get on track with that. And I know you're talking about a surrogate, but I feel like this is the best way forward for you and the family. The surrogate will be coming around as well, and that's going to be, I feel like this is in June. I just saw June/July into August. So negotiations around June, July, August, and that's next year. And it's not going to be easy. It's like a panel. It's like a panel of people you need to have to interview as well. Do we actually do that stuff here in Australia? We don't. We're not. It's illegal or something, isn't it? That's why I don't know much about it. I can't remember. I've never done it. That's why I don't know anything about it. But I'm also getting number 12 around you, 3 and March and December. So this December, enjoy it. It's going to be amazing. I do feel like there's travel here as well, and maybe into January/February for travel. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validations? We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. Whoa. What are you doing me? Oh, you're deafening me. Oh my God, I'm sweating. It's not even, you're not hot, are you? I know, she's freezing. I'm roasting because we've got the aircon on, because I've got energy from spirit here. And that's what it does to me. I walk in here freezing, and the next minute I'm roasting.
Digital full arch solution. We've removed broken teeth, replacing them with a healthy smile. To show off.
Let's go forward. So if you've got a validation, guys, post it up so Ellie can read it out. She loves validations.
Are you considering selling your property hassle-free? Property services.
Yeah, so Damien Snow just said to turn up your mics. I mean, you got to talk up louder, because she's very shy. And my computer's over here, and she's all the way over there, so it's a little bit hard. When I used to sit right on next to her, it was easier, but, we got this microphone because the other microphone doesn't work properly. So I've got to use this microphone. I've got to sit 3 feet away from her. Thank you, Kathy Linger. She said, hi, Richard. Leslie is real and is a very awesome lady that is a great reader. Thank you. Very cute. Thank you, Andy Dan. Everyone's sticking up for me. So you can't get away with saying anything to me on my show, guys, if you want to have a go, because... Oh, what's this? Oh, God. So if he's a troll, I'm gonna block you if you keep it up, eccentric witch. Because it's not nice. I don't do this for money. I do this to help people.
Specialising in weddings, christenings, family portraits. Visit hrimages.com.au. Mention this ad to receive a complimentary
10 seconds, thank you.
18-inch enlargement.
Oh, I was going to grab another drink, doesn't matter.
Brings you a bundle of joyful memories for you to cherish for your next event. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Omni Studio, Alive, 90.5 FM, and iHeartRadio. And I do this around the world to help people. I've done 463 live shows tonight, times 2 hours, all free. I do mini readings. We've worked out last night it's probably around 27 to 30,000 readings, and it's been a really long time for us to do this. And I pay for this all from all myself. And then when I have people come on here and say silly things, it kind of gets under my skin, but I won't let it get under my skin. But anyway, we'll leave it there. If you've got a question, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air on Facebook, and then post up your question. I will answer it if I'm drawn from spirit. And Ellie's got a big smile. And usually when Ellie turns around and shows me a big cheesy grin, she's got a validation. Over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Loving all the chunky validation.
Oh, she's loving it all. You got to talk up louder because Damien Snow said so. He said he can't hear because he's got to turn up his mic.
So Natalie Crowder said, validation, anxiety has gotten better since you started magnesium. Thanks.
Beautiful.
No hospitalizations for me or doctors. My mum had hormone problems. She had a hysterectomy at 30. No tests or anything for me. There will be a lot of interviews for finding a surrogate. We know I cannot carry a baby due to having cervical cancer in the past. Excited for December and next year in a really good place mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks. Beautiful. For your time.
Welcome, lovey. Beautiful. Love it. Right, let's keep going. What else have we got here? So if you've got a question, post it up. Everyone has a conversation here, and sometimes I can't keep up with the conversation. Eva Goldberg, good evening. Being treated for digestive system for 14 days. Do you have any messages for me? Thank you. Yes. Lots of good stuff. I feel like this is around the home somehow, Eva. The home, I don't know, I just get the home and I feel like animal fur or something is in your system. It's got to get out of your system. I feel like it's just, and yeah, I don't really want to say too much on air here. I might just send me a private message. I will send something back to you. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Did you have a great day yesterday, Lesley and Ellie? Yes, we did. Ellie wasn't there; she was working, God love her, and I was there in the sun. I got a bit sunburn on my face because I was in the sun, walking around trying to get people to come over to the OB unit at the Hawkesbury Showground where they did the Convoy for Kids Cancer fundraiser, which was really, really cool. So I'll leave that there, but it was really cool. It was nice. I'm just going to go back here. We've got Eva. I've just done her. Yeah, that's okay. Sorry I gave that impression. Honestly, seeking help. Good night all. Thank you. Eccentric witch. It's careful how you come across to people. Like people, they write something on there. They come on the show and they think they're really clever or they're really smart and a little bit cocky, and then they come on the show and they write something nasty to me, and then all of a sudden they get attacked by all my followers on there that have been there for a long time, and I just sit back and go, okay, well, I'm getting looked after, and thank you for everyone for doing that. We've got Andrea Hayden as well there. Over you there, Miss Silly. She's put a validation up there. Is it a validation?
I have not seen it.
Oh, it's okay. I'll do it. She says, validation, the back could be me. She says, I suffer with a bad back condition. Is there a message from my daddy for me, please? Okay, so we'll do her. I don't get the sore back now, and I could have made that fit, but I don't make things fit. But I'm also getting 10 for you, October as well. This month, end of month, thank God you're saying. That's what I'm hearing. It's like I can't wait till the end of the year, 1 or January. January is going to be extremely busy as well. And I know that's around Christmas, but look forward to putting your feet up around February. So feet up, literally up. So have you had, or who's the person that's had surgery or someone that's had issues around you and they might need to be going back into hospital again? Because I feel like this is going to be February. I hope it's not you, but February into March. And also female plumbing for you, lovey. As I just had the tweaking in the ovaries as well. And that's not me. I don't have any pain in there. I'm also getting 14 around you. 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May as well. So May this year, birthdays, anniversary, memorials, they're also showing me contracts around you too. So whatever you're signing, I just see them floating in the air. Like last night, I did a reading last night on the radio, and I said, I see the contracts. It's like when Harry Potter just gets a bit of paper and they hover it in front of you, like the paper's just kind of moving, but it's hovering in front of you. And I see the letter C on it for contract or court case, or like a job description, or you're signing something like a house papers or anything, like a vehicle. And that's what I see. But I see two paperwork next to each other, and I always like to say to watch out for the clauses in the contract, specifically clauses in the contract. When I see this, it's 100%. And they also give me pain in the foot. Like I've had a few blisters on my feet from walking the other night, and I don't know why. They just said I just banged my foot on the chair here, and they said, oh, blisters as well. And I went, oh, okay. So I've got to say what I get, even though it might not be because I just hurt my foot and I just felt it. But I also get the number 12 around you as well. So definitely Christmas time is all settling down. Whatever's going on around you, everything, communication breakdown, everything's just got to settle down. And it's like you're back chatting someone, or that you're not even back chatting, but talking back to this person, and they don't like it. They want you to zip it up, but you can't help it anymore. And that's because they've been riding you for too long. And this is about time, I'm hearing. And about time. And the person that does this is not used to you fighting back. So that's why it's such a shock to people, and it's about time. That's what I'm hearing, because it's been going on for too long. And if that's not you, Andrea, maybe Geraldine, or bless you, Lexi, maybe somewhere around there, maybe Damien. Oh gosh, bless you, Ellie. So yes, 100%. Someone's just been like this. Zip it up. That's what I'm hearing. Pull back, zip it up, and you've had your piece, and that's it. I'll leave it there. Thank you. Okay, let's go forward. I'm going to go forward now. If I've missed your question, guys, please post it again. We're live across the world. We do this every week from 8 till 10 on a Sunday night and 8 till 10 on a Monday night, 2 nights a week. So Amanda Cruz, thank you, Lesley, for my reading. It felt like a healing. Anxiety is going. Celtic salt is in my mug. Everything will be okay. Perfect. Thank you. The Celtic salt, I was just talking to my daughter's great auntie, and on the way here, and I was meant to ring one of my other friends back, and I had to get off the phone to her to answer my great auntie because I was worried about her. Anyway, she said since I've told her about the Celtic salt, she says everyone's been complimenting her on her beautiful skin. And I said, that's beautiful. Love it. Okay, what else have we got here? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Simonetta. Did you want to read that one out there early? I feel like I can't brag about myself,
Is this one replying to the witchy?
Yeah, she's really cute.
So Simonetta said, I can confirm that Lesley is the real thing.
Yeah, thank you.
Experiences I have had with her in readings, she has a heart of gold and gives back a lot to society. She has helped many people and still does. It is very offensive what you're doing. Please go and listen to her live so realize she's real.
I love it. See what I mean? They always stick up for me. I love it. Thank you, Simonetta. So Geraldine, she said, yes, sounds like that's for me. Yes. Okay. Right. Very good. Lesley, can I get a mini reading, please? And thank you. Bless you, Ellie. Leona Sunday. Hello, Leona. Gosh, a long time I haven't done a reading for you. I've seen you come on here, and then I go to do the reading, and then I get someone else, and I go, oh, all right, I get back to her, then I don't get back to you. I realize that. But I'm getting 14 around you as well, 5 and May. You're giving me 7, just straight 7. So busy beaver around the July mark this year. And have you had, I just felt someone touch the back of my neck. Have you had something on your neck, or what's with like behind the ear, back of the neck? Because I just felt someone just like tickle me. Have you had that sensation? Or what's with the back of the neck, or who's touching you there, or if it was past loved one? Neck tickles I've just written down, because that just got me, and I thought, oh, who's touching me? But I'm also getting number 9 around you as well for September. Okay, so September this year, it's all over, done with, gone, and you're saying, "Phew, thank God it's gone." Coming into 11 for the November as well. You got a lot of numbers tonight there, Leona. Lots of numbers. 11, very busy as well. And I'm not saying this just because it's Christmas, but keep yourself hydrated as well, lovey, because I feel like that I'm getting all really dry around the lips and really dry around the mouth here, and I feel like I'm dehydrated. And the lips. Another one for the lips tonight. So yeah, I can see the cracked lips here as well. So make sure the B's are up. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to here. Okay, so the B's, definitely B's for you as well. Top up your minerals, lovey. It's like you've got no energy, and I see you sleeping a lot. That's what they're just showing me, like sleeping. Do you sleep on the right side of the bed? So it looks like I'm going to draw it. So this is the door. And then the bed is here. Looks like this is what it looks like unless it's mirrored and you're here on your side. I even laugh at my own drawing. Seriously, that's terrible. Like that's the worst drawing of.
As long as you can get the concept across.
That's right. I don't know. It's a pretty bad concept. I mean, I'm shocking. This is the bed and this is Leona. I think this is how you sleep, right? But anyway, you're a stick figure right now, Leona. But anyway, so then you've got the door there, and then this is the door where you walk in, and that's your bed, and it's over here near the wall, and then you sleep that way, facing that way. Is that correct? Or it's mirrored, or it's flipped over completely the opposite direction, because sometimes I get from the spirit from one side to the other. But I'm seeing you lie on your side, and I still see some tears coming down or sorrow coming down. I feel like you've still got some sorrow and some grieving inside your heart. And this has been going on for more than a year, lovey. Okay, and there's no timeline for grieving as well. So this has been more than a year. And yeah, and I just see you just like closing your eyes, tears like welling up. Okay, and there's a young boy around you as well. So who's the young guy around you? Like I'm talking under maybe 16 or around the 16, maybe a bit younger than that. Like it looks like they're that height, but they might be a bit younger because they're so mature in the body. I can't tell if it's a younger male under 12 or around that age. He might be that age, but his body's physically a bit older. Who's that around you? Because I feel like they just need a bit more nurturing. It's like they haven't got things together. Their body's changing so quick, their mind can't keep up with it, you know? So I feel like this person just needs you to grab them, give them a big cuddle and reassurance. And because this little guy needs reassurance. I'm not sure who that is, but yeah, young boy. He's dark hair, tan, beautiful skin, tan skin. And it looks like he's got a little bit of bum fluff on his face, you know. So I don't know who that is around you, but this guy has definitely been overthinking things, got things, and it's not a mental thing. I don't feel like he's got a mental health. I think he's overthinking things. So he needs to be pulled back off his detail in his mind. It's like he's a real thinker. And it's good for him to think like that, but it's too much for him right now. Okay, so he needs a bit of like a welfare check-in, and for keeping that regular as well. We want him on the right track, not the wrong track, lovey. But I'll leave that there. I do get the anxiety for you as well. Lots of good magnesium, guys, vitamin Bs. Get them into you so you don't feel as anxious. And functional medicine doctors are the best as well. And I'll leave that there. Over to you there, Miss Ellie. She's got a big smile on her face again.
So Andrea Hayden says, I have a fused spine and I need to have my neck done. So I've been to the doctors. Also my ankles. My daughter has split with her girlfriend and trying to get out of the house contract. My grandsons and my birthday are in December and January. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Beautiful. There's the whole thing. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So Mira Awamona, she says, feels like there was bad energy around myself and family while at my dad's funeral. Why? I'm not sure. I'm not going to make things fit, but if there's bad energy around you, then look, sometimes people think this is crazy, but I do believe in it, Mira, and we put white light around ourselves. I don't understand why you're saying that. You're asking me why, but I want to know what it was because I can't see it. I feel like this might have been overthinking, perhaps, but if you give me an example, I can go into it from there. So I can't see it. I'm not going to make things fit or fluff things up for you. But I just want to make sure that I'm on the right track with that because I do see the funeral and I see quite a lot of people sitting at the funeral, but I see it kind of like part of the pews separated, if that makes sense. So you've got the pews at the front, and then I see people here, 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 but then none here and here. It's kind of like I don't know. I'm going to try and show you on the screen here if you're still here. This is what I see: the two people here behind on the pews, etc. And it keeps going. And then on the other side, I see it full of people here, but only at the front here, like a few people. I don't understand that. It's like they wanted to. It's like the spirit wanted to split things up for you so it protected you. I don't know. I don't think this was a bad energy. I feel like this was a bit of a protection for you. Okay. And that's coming from your past loved one. They saw what was going on, but and don't think too much in it, lovey. I don't think this was a bad thing. I think this was a more protection thing. So if you give me a bit more of an example of what you think you felt or saw or the energy, then I can go from that. But I don't feel like it was that. That's my spiritual guidance there. Karen Riley, good evening. Lisa D, good evening. Thank you for your time and energy, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, some people are getting stuff at Nowra bulk food store. Penny Lane, good evening from Perth. Tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. I love to know who I'm helping around the world. Mira, she said people weren't talking to me. Right, okay. Yeah, look, I still don't think that was a bad thing. Now, this is one thing I've always said about when people have a passing in their family. So if you have really, really close relatives or you have really, really close friends, they will all disappear pretty much 3/4 of the time when you have a passed loved one or someone's passed over because they are terrified at making you cry more or they're terrified of saying the wrong thing. And that's what I feel like's happened here, lovey. They did not want to approach you or whatever the case may be. It's your protection from them, okay? I don't feel like this was you. I think it was them. I don't feel like this was you at all. So if they weren't talking to you, perfect. You don't need to associate with that because you don't need to be reminded of anything. You don't need that. And that's protection for you, lovey. I don't feel like this was a bad thing. So she said, never really accepted by my stepmother. That's fine. So does it matter? Does it matter anymore? You've got your own life, lovey. It's time for moving on. I know that's harsh, but if you weren't accepted, you didn't do anything wrong, that you can move on in your life knowing that you didn't do anything wrong and that's your protection from that family. That's what I feel's happened there, okay? Because there's no way spirit would have allowed that there in that church. I just don't see it. I just see the white, the glowing aura, the glowing energy around you, the goodness around you. That's what I see. And another beautiful thing that I heard today as well was a relationship between two people that happened many, many years ago, like 40 years ago. And they had a son together, but the husband played up and, did bad things behind the wife's back and blah, blah, blah. So the wife left him. But to this day, he was about 20-something years older than her. And then to this day, he wrote her a letter. He's about 80-something years of age, and he wrote her a letter and gave her a letter apologizing to her, saying, I know I did wrong in my life. I know that, I hurt you and I didn't mean to hurt you. I was young and dumb and silly at the time. But I found that gave that lady more peace and more closure in her life, even though he hasn't passed on yet, but he wanted to catch up with her and give her that information personally, which she obligingly and bravely accepted. And that gave her more peace than anything. And that's going to be so refreshing for their son, because their son now can, at the age of 40, can say that my parents are okay now. Like everyone's got peace, everyone's got harmony, everyone can just, keep living a beautiful life without having to have that sorrow or that pain sitting in their hearts behind them, So, and she was telling me today how good she felt. She says, I feel like I've healed now. And because she was told that she was never good enough, she was told, and he was nasty to her, never good enough, never saying that she was crazy and this and that she was thinking this and blah blah blah, and that was the case. From his point of view, because he didn't want people to know that he was the one that was doing the wrong thing. And then he admitted it to her in a beautiful letter, and now and then he's apologized to her in her face, and now she can have closure from that, even though, like I said, he hasn't passed on. So that was just really brave of him to do that, and really brave of her to actually go and meet him and with the son as well. So, but I really like that story. It's a beautiful story. So that's what I'm saying, these people that do this, they have some bee in their bonnet. I have no idea why, and it's not your fault that she was your stepmother or whatever the case may be. It wasn't your fault. So don't take anything personally. Just look at it from a protection point of view and keep your head up high, because people don't like to see anyone with their head up high when they're doing stuff like that to you. So keep going, lovey. Don't stop in the middle. Any other validations there, Miss Ellie? Not yet? Okay. All right, if you've got a question, and post it up on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We've got about another 45 or so minutes. So we did the validation from Kylie Patterson, did we? Oh, yeah, we did.
Oh, she put up another one.
Oh, did she? Okay.
Yeah. So Kylie said, I can relate to the female plumbing issue. I cannot.
Endometriosis. Yeah, endometriosis it is.
Okay. And talking back to the male who is not used to me talking back.
Ah, there you go, 100%. Because she's finally had enough. Like I was saying before, she's finally had enough, and he's not used to her barking back at him and just going rah, like this. And he's going, whoa, where did that come from? Because he's the one that's always dictating to her, and now she's finally found her courage to say things back, and he doesn't like it. Well, that's why there's a lot of conflict at the moment. But pull back, and then he'll get back in his little boots and in his box, and then when he'll know not to tread on your feet anymore. So because he knows he's going to cop it, which is good. It's about time. Felt heavy and tired. Yes, 100%, lovey, because you're mourning. Your Mira Mona. You're mourning and you're grieving, lovey. Everybody feels heaviness when they're grieving, and they've got sorrow in their soul. When people grieve, they don't just grieve and have one set process, or it's not a set. Everyone doesn't grieve the same way. Everyone grieves completely different. The whole time. Like I've done 30,000 readings with people grieving. It's got to make sense to you what I'm saying, lovey. Medina Crystal, no, lovey, not yet. I think I did you last week, I remember. I'm from Canada. I enjoy watching you. It's only 4-ish in the morning. Oh my God, so I miss watching you. I'm usually asleep when you're on. I'd love any readings from you. From Angela Holmes. Thank you. Is she still on? Poor girl, she's probably fallen asleep. I'll write her name down. I wanted to hear this. So if she's still on, can you just see if she posts up something? Can you say if you're still on there, Angela? I won't start now. I'll come back to it. Okay, Karen Riley, is she still on there? You're welcome there, Mira.
Yes,
she said,
thank
you. Okay, beautiful. Oh, well, how did you get that so quick? I can't even see it. Okay, beautiful. So, okay, it's just come up now. Okay, so thanks for joining us at 4 a.m. in the morning. My gosh, I've got to give you a reading just for that, because I would be still snoring my head off, that's for sure. So what do we got here, Spirit? Well, clearly fatigue because of the 4 a.m., but I feel like that you're used to this anyway. Have you had issues with the throat, or who's the person with issues with the throat or thyroid? So who's that around you? Because I feel like my throat is actually a bit not husky, but it's on the way to be husky, if that makes sense. And this is from fatigue as well. And do you have issues with your feet, like getting pins and needles? Or have you had that, pins and needles, or swelling? Because I feel like there's like they swell up a little bit. Or who's the person around you that has the feet that are swelling? Sweet swelling, I was going to say, feet swelling. And also for you as well is the like the dried lips as well, like for what's it called, dehydration, lots of not enough nourishment here. I just feel like there's not enough nourishment here, lovey. So the nutrition, and it's like you're just been go from start, like a start to finish. You don't stop. It's like go. That's all I'm hearing. And what's with the truck, or like it looks like a truck or a van or something like that? Is that correct? Who's that around you? Like a little mini truck around you or van? I just saw a glimpse of it. It looks like a white color. Does anyone driving that, or does someone that you know, like a male? Could be a male. I just saw a young male around you as well. They're also giving me pain in the back of the neck. Did you have issues with turning your head, or something to do with the back part of your neck, or who's had fusion? I'm like you tonight, Ellie. Fusion. What is it called? Spinal fusion. I can't even get it out. It's final.
Spinal fusion.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, spinal fusion. Yes, I can't even talk. Is this been an elderly lady around you with dementia or stroke or something like that? Because I can't even say my words. So spinal fusion, or I just heard lesions as well. So something not right with lesions and spinal or spine issues, or they've got to have the spine fused. I don't know. I just heard spinal fusion. That's all I heard, and I felt like my neck was gonna roll off. And I've also got here lesions as well. So lots of stuff going on with people around you. If this is not you, there's a lot of people around you who've got all these little niggly little things where they're not looking after themselves. And I'm also getting Big Daddy here. Big Daddy. Why am I getting that? I feel like that there's been a few little ups and downs with health-related things with the dad. And this was going on for some time. It's showing me like big belly, like the skinny legs. I see this a few times, big belly. Okay, and I don't know who that is around you, but the belly is quite hard and solid. And I feel like this could have been a diabetes thing or something not right with the legs for him as well, because I see swelling in the legs beforehand, but I'm not sure if that was for you or for him or someone around you, because I just saw the person. My stick figures are getting worse, Ellie, honestly. I mean, this one here's got 3 arms at the front and 1 arm at the back. So this person's got 4 arms. I can't draw to save my life. Seriously, look at that. I got like 3 arms at the front and 1 arm at the back, and then the belly, and then that, and I got the arrow to here. Oh my gosh, I'm terrible at that. Yeah. She said maybe my husband. Yeah. Well, whoever it is, Big Daddy, I'm just hearing Big Daddy. So if it's your husband with the health, the swelling in the legs, the diabetes or onset to diabetes, it's type 2 diabetes, it needs to change ASAP. And I can't stress it enough. Okay, because type 2 diabetes comes with environment. When we used to teach it, we used to say it's environment, which means that it's what he's eating, all that stuff that he's eating. So... okay. And I want to leave that there, but yeah, definitely health issues around you, lovey. And so we need your husband to get on track, because he's like, doesn't really get it. Okay, it's like he's up with fairyland about his body and like his health. And I'm also getting like kidney. I wrote down kidney. I don't know if you know if I said it, but I wrote down kidney before, and I just had a pain in my kidney. So yes, so pain. And this is left side kidney. Amazing, because it feels like it's even like pressure to touch there. Okay, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. She said, Angela, she said, yeah, maybe my husband has been eating well now. That's good. So if he didn't start eating well, he's definitely on the path to that. So Well, I said elderly man before. I said big daddy before. So, but if you can type in capitals validation and then just put it all in one hit, then Ellie can read it out, not just little dribs and drabs for us, please. Thank you. Any other validations there, Ellie? We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Oh, I took that off that time.
Sitting on the couch watching online
I
movies,
wasn't so lucky.
sitting in your kitchen or at your office, listening to your favourite radio online.
See if I got any more of my French Earl Grey.
Australia's
Yes.
newest broadband internet provider, providing internet services to homes and businesses across Australia.
How long we got?
Sign up today to get a 6-month
That's all right.
discounted internet
Yeah.
plan with no lock-in contracts. To activate internet at your home or business,
Okay.
go to ripplenetworks.com.au. Station sponsor. Are you seeking optimal gut health?
All right. Send your questions, guys.
Health is your trusted partner with locations in Castle Hill.
My dear friend from the page Abandoned and Haunted, hi Teresa, John and Chad. They will be organizing another ghost investigation soon. They're just inquiring at some cemeteries. How cool. Sounds really spooky though. I might need people to hold my hand.
Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every.
I can't wait to do another one, actually. You know, I've pretty much only got 1 or 2 weekends free before Christmas. That's how busy I am. I have not stopped.
Plus the newspaper's social media sites. The Hills to Hawkesbury teams aim.
And I get so many, oh wow, this was another validation the other day. I just remembered. This was another validation the other day from Sharon Jordan when I said that she was going to get a car and it was wrapped up in a bow and there's her car. How cool is that? See that, Ellie? That's her car. Nice, huh? So cool. Look, I said to her, she sent it to me. I said, I remember the bow. Oh, 10 seconds. So loud. Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, a live 90.5 FM radio station, and Omni Studio and iHeartRadio. So you cannot miss this show. I record this every single week. We're live here across the world every Monday night on Alive 90.5 FM from 8 till 10, and every Sunday night on another radio station from 8 till 10 as well. So you cannot miss this show. If you wanted to go back and listen to any of the shows, they're all recorded. They are all on my page. I do not delete anything off my page. So you can go back. That's why I'm very, very OCD when I name them, because I always put them in as show. This is show 138 here at Alive. And then I've always put the date there so that you can always go back and check the reading or check what I've written or said or whatever. So that's why I do that. Lexi Beamsley, wow, what a read. Thank you. What else have we got here? So if you've got a question, post it up on the main page. Do not give me any information. Oh, there you go. Claire Dodson. Hi, lovely. Hoping you may have some messages from me, from Spirit for me. But she's telling me what's going on. Oh, I've got to tell you. Don't tell me anything. She says, black and white feathers are a sign from my boss that passed away a couple of years ago, and I have been coming across them the last couple of weeks. Can you shed any light? No, because you just told me. But going forward, I do feel like that this was a beautiful sign, well, clearly a beautiful sign, but ask for other things now. So ask for, like, he knows, your boss knows that this was a feather. I feel like this was a female. I feel like this was female. But I feel I'm also trying to say to ask for another item, okay? So ask for something else now. So you're seeing black and white feathers. It's too common now. We need to ask them to show you something else to validate that they're around. And like, you know, moving picture frames or putting the feather in your bed, you know what I mean? Like, that's, how's a feather ever going to get in your bed? Well, of course, Spirit puts it there. Ask for that, Claire. It's time for them to step up. And they will step up. Don't worry about that. It sounds crazy, but they will step up because you're going to be hearing it and you'll be seeing it and you'll be saying it in your head to them. They are there all the time. Grave site was okay. So if you've missed it, we did a couple of weeks ago, we did a Thursday night special where I interviewed the abandoned and haunted page because they took me out to do a ghost investigation with them. And if you want to listen to me talking to a ghost, you will hear the recorded audio on there, and it's live, it's real. It's I was pretty much talking to a ghost for 10 to 15 minutes when we were there, and there was 9 of us there, middle of the night, pitch black. We had torches there, and I had one of my dear friends there as well. And it was pretty cool because even though I talked to spirit and, the past loved ones like this here, but I've never really spoken to an actual ghost, and I've asked questions and things like that where I gave them opportunities to give me yes or no answers because it takes a lot of energy. I know that it takes a lot of energy for spirit to come through to me, let alone a ghost to come through and give us, talking back to us. And I just asked open and closed questions, and sure as ever, we've recorded them and they were answering the questions. And then I was doing kind of like a reading at the same time for them because I realized that the male that was talking to me was the young man, which was about, I don't know, I think he might have been about 9 or 10 or something like that, maybe 12, that had actually drowned down in the river just past the house where we were. And I said to him, was that you? And he responds straight away back, yep, that was him. And then I said, did you have a little 4-year-old sister, a little blondie, that's what I still see, the 4-year-old sister. And she goes, yes. And then she goes, Edith, which was her name. And before we even started the actual investigations that night, I think it was Teresa or John was telling me that they heard the little girl come through a few weeks beforehand saying her name, which was Edith. And then we heard it again the other night, but they said my name a couple of times and they said everybody's name there. They knew exactly who was there. It was so bizarre. Pretty cool and so bizarre. But if people don't believe in ghosts, there's definitely a real thing out there. But I'll leave that part there. And yes, she said that would be fun, Lesley, going to a graveyard. I wish I was going, Jacqueline Antrobos. Yes, it's a bit spooky, Lala, but I look, I'm still a wuss with it all as well. But Alison, hello, Lesley. When I was sitting on the couch watching TV, I had my legs together with the remote control for the TV on my lap. All of a sudden, I heard a ping and I looked underneath my legs and there was a dime there. Wow. It's like it fell from underneath the remote. Do you know who sent it to me? No, I don't. I don't feel like that was, I don't know. That's quite unique. It's really quite bizarre. I do feel like the things are going to get better for you, even better for you, Alison. So keep going forward, lovey. I remember we saving you a couple of years ago from the doom and gloom that you had, and we pulled you right back up into the great world of ours that we have. But going forward, definitely next year is going to be a really good year for you again as well. So look forward to it. Have you had issues with like pain around the ear, down the side of the neck here, just past the ear? I just heard drainage. Has there been anything with like the side of the neck here, lovey? The side, this is on the right side of neck or from the ear / neck. I'm just writing it down. But yeah, looking forward to hearing from you, love. Let's keep going. Damien Snow, that sounds really cool. That sounds so cool. Can you attach a link to that interview? Yes. If you go back on the feed on my show, Psychics on Radio, Angels and Air, just go back. Yeah, she's going to do it for you. Ellie's going to do it for you, Damien. Are you done it already? Oh, well done. But if you want to go back to have a look and you can't get onto the show right now because Ellie's posted it up for you, Damien, just go back to my main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You'll see that. Go back a couple of weeks and you'll see that whole recorded show. I did it from home. It was on a Thursday night. And it was with the abandoned and haunted people, Teresa, John, and Chad. So they spend quite a lot of money on equipment to do this because they're so fascinated in it, and they always were saying to me, I can't do what you do, Lesley, so we have to buy the equipment to do it. I'm thinking, well, no, you probably could do it, and then when we got there that night, I don't know if I said this last time, I can't remember, but when we got there that night, I looked to my right and here's this creepy looking little doll sitting on the floor, and it was a bit spooky. And I went, oh, okay, I'm not looking there. And then Tracy tells me that she leaves the doll there for the little kid ghosts to play with it. I went, oh, okay, righto. Well, I won't be standing here by myself to watch that doll move, I can tell you now, or wave at me or something. So imagine that, Ellie. Ellie's like, ugh. Oh gosh. Well, that would be an amazing experience. Yes. Linda FAHL file. She says, wow, that would be an amazing experience for you. I certainly wouldn't be able to do that. Yes. Well, I had a couple of friends that I could have taken along with me, but I figured, I heard Spirit say to me, watch out because they're screamers, and then they'll probably scream at everything and frighten off any ghosts that we're all investigating. So I had to take one of my really calm friends, the one that can actually not scream, or, she'll probably stop me screaming because I actually screamed 3 times myself anyway. I got frightened by Chad the first time, nearly had a heart attack. But anyway, we'll leave it there with Chad. I'll have to get him back, that's for sure, next time. Don't you worry. And Tracy and... sorry, not Tracy, Teresa and John are probably laughing their head off. But you tell Chad that I'm going to get him back because he frightened the life out of me the first time. And then Xavier frightened the life out of me as well. Oh, my gosh. That was horrendous. All I saw was these 2 feet. And then I looked up and there's his face staring at me in the middle of this doorway when I'd come back from the bathroom. And that was just terrifying. And he was laughing his head off. And here I'm having another heart attack. But anyway, I survived it. So, yes. Right. What have we got here as well? I'm just reading some of this feed. It's going so quickly I can't keep up. Yes, 100% there, Alison Lett. She said, I really hope things are going to get better for me. Good. You never look back. That's the problem, okay? So we don't look back when things have gone sour in our life. And she said, I'm looking forward to a better year next year. I'm right back where I was before when you helped me, and I still thank God for that. Right. You're welcome there to have the help, but you can do it, lovey, so don't stop in the middle. We've done this before. You know how to get yourself out of it. To Karen Riley, do you see me going on a holiday anytime soon, please? For at least 2 weeks, I've been saving up. I want to go. Yes, honey, absolutely. She said, thank you in advance, darling. 100%. I do 100% see you going there. And I feel like this, look, there's, I don't know why. I don't feel like you should be flying. I feel like you should be training, like doing the train. It's cheaper. That's what I just heard. Just something about the train. So train trip, that's what I'm hearing. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be really nice. Beautiful weather. Everything's going to be really, really nice for you. Smiles, like big smiles on the face, okay? So visit. It's like you're going to stop on places on the way down. I don't know. Down. Are you coming to Sydney or what are you doing? I feel like Sydney is an option as well. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okay, we're nearly done. What do we got here? Okay. I feel it's too. So Anne Ivor, I've met a new man recently with an initial L. And do you? Whoops, the feed. Do you feel he's genuine? He genuinely has feelings for me. I feel like it's too early yet, lovey. Don't get your It's like you want to get your claws and hold him. So I just feel like this needs to all settle down. Don't play the game. Just play it safe for yourself. Okay, we don't want to go. It's like, oh no. I just saw you jumping in head first into the sharks. Okay, so be careful, like the sharks around you and stuff. And I'm talking about other people might get jealous. Okay, so just pull back and just hold the fort there as well. You need to just make sure everything is just calm, the farm's kind of relationship, not this full steam ahead stuff. I feel it's way too early for that. Okay, so Kevin Stevens said, so how do we see you talk to the ghost, Lesley? You were about to tell us. Okay, yeah, so that's Ellie posted it up. What were we going to say, Ellie?
Oh, I just replied saying if you go back 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can repost it again. I'll try.
Repost it.
No, Ellie's reposted it for you, Kevin. So it's definitely up. If you go back through the live shows or just go to all the videos, the live videos, you'll see it there for Thursday night. So only Thursday night for this year. And it was a special event that I did with the Abandoned and Haunted page. They invited me to go and talk to ghosts, and they wanted to get my opinion, and they didn't tell me a thing about the place. It was a secret location in Sydney, and I definitely wasn't going there by myself. I was definitely going there with one of my really, really brave friends, and she was a lot braver than me, that's for sure. But it's really good because you can see, you can hear the bless you, you can hear the actual ghosts saying things, and I've got it still recorded on my phone. It's pretty cool, the recordings that they gave me. There we go. What else have we got here? Yeah, well, that's slow enough then, Aunt Iva, because that's why it's, that's why he's long distance, Lovey. So that's why I was saying it, 100%. So if he's long distance, and that's why Spirit was saying to me, don't go too fast, blah, blah, blah. It's definitely like, it's over the phone things. It's going to be different, times here and there. It's not going to be a fast thing. And it always, it's hard to do long distance relationships, guys. It's really, really hard. You've got to really work hard at it. But yes. What's this here? I've got a validation there for you, Ellie. Whoops.
I'm trying to get it.
Yeah.
It's jumping.
Okay, yeah, it keeps jumping. The feed is going really fast for us here, and Ellie's trying to grab the validation. So I'm trying to do the readings, and it's really going really fast. A few people on here. Are you looking for the Angela Holmes one, are you, Ellie? Is that the one you got it? Okay.
So Angela Holmes said, I'm not too sure on a white truck or van. My son has a smaller silver truck, but what is he supposed to watch first? Appreciate your reading. Thank you so much.
But what is he supposed to watch first? But yeah, well, that's the truck I was talking about, or van. I'm not too sure on the white truck or van. My son has a silver truck. Well, that's a truck. Is silver and white look similar when I'm in flight with Spirit as well? What she said. Here she says, thank you. Lesions are myself. Here it is here. Did you get that part, Ellie? There's two parts to that. There it is there.
I don't have the second part.
She said, thank you. Lesions are myself. MS in my spine and brain. I know I'm dehydrated, had COVID, and throat is finally not as sore. Good. MS has also caused tightness in my throat. Feels like a frog in my throat. Had an ultrasound on my throat, and doctors say my throat looks fine. Can you, Angela Holmes, can you message me, please? Because I've got some information to share with you. Okay, message me on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I want to send you some information that I've got. And I'll leave that there. So Damien Snow just said, imagine the ghost listening to Ellie sneeze. Now that's something I would be down for. You got you there, Ellie. Fair enough. Poor Ellie. She comes into the studio and she's got no sneezing, and then all of a sudden she's in here and she's like on fire, just sneezing forever. And this has been going on for 463 live shows, let me tell you. Alison Lett said, you nailed it. My TMU joint is giving me so much grief. It gets locked up or feels like it's coming out of the socket. I don't know what to do or who to go see about it. Oh, that sounds so painful. Oh my God. That sounds so painful. I have no idea. Go to the doctor. Just get a referral to go to a specialist. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just think that sounds so painful. And yeah, when it gets locked, like my daughter, I remember my daughter, we had to go to the doctor many years ago, and she went to yawn and her jaw got stuck open, poor girl. And I thought she was mucking around. I was laughing my head off. And she was like, no, my jaw. So here we are trying to unlock her jaw, but she's never really yawned as much ever again. So yeah, poor girl.
Can you see Leona's validation? Because I can only see half of it.
Yeah, I got the whole lot here. Do you want to read it? You want to read it?
Yes.
There you go. Over to you there, Miss Ellie. Whoops. Hang on, just unplug that. There you go.
Yep. So Leona Sunday said, "Thank you for the reading. The tickles on my back of my neck. I wear a sleep apnea. Mask, and I always massage it when I take it off. It feels like I wear it too tight. I leave it in doubt. Lol, no, can never get comfortable with that thing, but it does help.
Yeah.
The dryness chapped lips is also from that machine. I wake up, my mouth is so dry. I have to make spit lol. My mask goes out of place when I'm sleeping. It dries my mouth up. Last month in so glad it's you're not used to reading off this. So glad it's over. Yes, relieved because my son's tuition money finally came in. Grateful.
Beautiful.
This month is fresh, but also my son's birthday. Every day is his birthday. Haha. And then she said, "Brat."
Yeah.
My room. Oh my god, you were on point. Don't mind the mess with the bins of clothes. I have to declutter them. But yes, my door is in that spot and my bed is too. And the way I sleep is on point too. Holy, can't say that. You're good.
Yeah.
Sometimes my mind goes off and wanders and I start crying, but I jump out of that mind thinking real quick and snap out of it. Then I'm okay. If the kid needs a hug and love, I'm still thinking who that is. And if I get any more validations, I will let you know. Thank you so much, Leslie. You're amazing.
Yeah, you're welcome. How funny, because I drew the bed and I was like, this is her as a stick figure here on the bed. And I just think, oh my God, how crazy is my drawing? And my stick figures are getting worse, Ellie, I swear to God. But thank you for the beautiful validation there. That's amazing. So we're nearly ready to go. Talking about sneezing, I haven't stopped all day long. Yes, me too. Like our work is crazy at the moment. We've all been sneezing all day, and I think it's just from the dust and the wind and everything. Sheila Smith, laughing out loud. I have lost count just how many times Ellie has sneezed, poor girl. Tell me about it. Validation continued. Vitamins, yes, I ran out 2 months ago. I keep forgetting to go get more. I will get it today. Yes, girl, get yourself sorted. You feel so much better. I don't believe that there is one person in this world that actually eats 100,000% healthy every day or eats or gets all their minerals. I'm with you on this as well, Leona. I've got to get mine tomorrow as well. Yep. But we'll leave it there. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM, and we'll be back next week from 8 till 10. And good night from Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. See you later. Bye-bye.
Alive 90.5.
Bye, guys.